This is an iTalk 1067 Sports exclusive. Local sports are on iTalk 1067 and online at iTalk1067.com. Local sports is presented by Sholo Ford.
The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown Cougars. Kicks it out for Reisdorf. Reisdorf got the three.
Fastball grounded to third. Backhanded fair ball thrown home.
It's a fair ball. No one covering third and scooting over. Oh, that's Casey Kelly blocked by Greatness.
Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. And now, local sports on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com. Presented by Sholo Ford.
And welcome to Lakeside, Arizona. You're watching and listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball here on iTalk1067.com. We're watching a back-to-back doubleheader here between two teams, White River Diamondbacks, yeah, and Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets as they face off here for game number two in a row. So, interesting event. Earlier the first game, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets won 10-9 final score, and then, of course, this game has yet to start off. We're running a little behind schedule. It's supposed to start at 7. Here we are at 8 o'clock, and we haven't started yet. But, again, we'll hit a couple of things here. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wants to remind you that with an advanced diagnostics department and an outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy team, Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. They bring us our injury report this evening, but
I almost got injured that first game.
Yeah, you're the only one on the injury report.
I think I was. I almost got hit by a foul ball, but, anyhow, nobody else is injured.
I'm Blake Murchison, backstop side Ron Everingham, who is talking about being almost hit by a foul ball. Actually, that was a nice shot, too.
It really was. And
it was coming in quick.
That was a good first game. I'm looking forward to this second game. It's a beautiful night right here from Mountain Meadows Recreational Park in Lakeside, Arizona. And it was a good game, one-run game.
One-run game, yeah, and that brings us to our Ace Hardware keys to the game, and we've got some pretty good keys to the game, I believe, after watching the first game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith, and next time you're locked out of your car or you just need a key replaced any hour of the day or the night, any night of the week, call Ace Hardware, your helpful place with 3 locations, Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And, Ron, do you have any keys to the game you'd like to mention?
Well, I do, actually. I think one of the biggest keys of the game is going to be, once we get some food in us and once we are we talking about our broadcast or the keys of the game to the softball game?
Well, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about
there's a lot of different keys here.
Look at Dwayne Carlson over here. He's got 3 deep dishes. Just keep passing them over, sir. And
he's ready for the game.
Look at that. Grab us some, Blake. Yeah. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
Wow.
We'll give a shout-out to the Carlsons for passing along some deep dishes. And so.
Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne.
Are those both yours, Blake?
Oh, did you want one?
Thanks, Dwayne. There we go. Oh, we need a camera on this bad boy.
Yeah. I don't.
Keys of the game, I think. In all seriousness, Blue Ridge has got to continue to be quick on the base paths. If you think about the way that they ran the bases and that they took advantage of things, it was only a one-run game, and so they were able to, really taking advantage of their base running. And so for White River Diamondbacks, they're going to have to, play a little more heads up maybe on some of those. It's going to be a close game, I got to imagine, and so – it'll be interesting to see. How's that pizza taste?
Well, it's pretty great, Ron. I appreciate that. Yeah. Actually, and something else I noticed, you mentioned base speed is key. Drew Caldwell is up to the plate first for the Blue Ridge team, and we saw her get on base 2 times from that speed base running. I mean, she had a couple of nice slap hits. They were short, almost a little bit further than a bunt between the third base and pitcher. That would have stopped right there, and she outran both of those. One of those scoring a run, and so that's really key. And the other one is to be looking out for the bat of Jazzy on the White River team. That is Jossie Amos. She's playing first base starting out this game. So huge hits this earlier the game before. We saw a home run hit over the fence, saw a double hit, and I got to talk to her coach a little bit over the break, and he said that was her first home run of the season. But nonetheless, a hot bat. So here we go. We're kicking off the game here. That was your Ace Hardware keys of the game, and as we step up for the first batter, Drew Colwell, left-handed hitter, up to the plate. First pitch in, low in the dirt for ball one. So again, Colwell hitting a couple of nice slap hits last game, and Camden had a sideline interview with her talking about her speed base running. We got Leilani Lister on the mound for the White River team. Jossie Amos is hitting up first base. Alicia Velasquez in second. Darian Hill on shortstop. Nadine Betty on third base. And again, we see Colwell go into the slap position, lays down a slap bunt, but it doesn't get out of the batter's box. That'll be a foul ball.
Yeah, Nadine Beatty making good reaction there to that slap bunt. And for a speed runner like Colwell, it's a slap bunt. To be able to do that from the left-hand side is a real advantage.
And she does lay one down. It goes back up to the pitcher mound. She'll run over. The throw was in time, but it was just dropped, unfortunately, by Jossie Amos, which will put Colwell on first base.
So we want to welcome you guys, for all of you who are tuning in. We're at the top of the first, no outs, and Blake and I would just like to give a shout out to anybody who ever tries to eat pizza and broadcast, because it's really difficult.
Up next is Kiera Smith. First pitch in, swing and a miss, and that'll send Colwell over to second. Wow, she'll grab that base safely.
What an arm.
Catcher. That's Whitney Lister, sister, catcher and pitcher combination there. And you got to think these guys, being sisters, had the opportunity to practice that way. Both of them can pitch, actually. We saw both of them pitch last game.
Yeah, I got to imagine they've been playing pitch and catch for quite a long time together.
And Kiera Smith hits a nice shot in play, but that's going to be caught by the shortstop. Darian Hill comes over and makes a nice grab. Great play, holds Colwell on second.
The ball fell into her glove right next to the runner. If she wouldn't have had her foot on, that would have been a double play. Thanks, Dwayne.
So Drew Colwell is held up at second. Pitches in high, pass ball is going to send Colwell over to third base. Basinger watches that for ball one. Pitch in, swung on and missed. And they'll throw down. Lister will throw the ball down over to Nadine Betty on third to check Colwell, runner at third base, and she makes it back to the bag safely. 1-1 the count to Basinger.
Ooh, wow.
In, called strike on the inside corner, a little bit high. 1-2 the count. We saw Basinger get at least one, maybe a couple of hits last game. She'll foul that one off into the dugout fence on the third base side. Top of the first inning, 1 out, runner on third base. Michelle shows bunt. She pulls back in time for a ball to come by. 2-2 the count. No score yet. And she'll show bunt, pull back again, and swing and foul that one back And as Camden had mentioned earlier, part of the Blue Ridge strategy out here is to show a bunt, helps with some timing on the pitching.
Okay.
Show a bunt early, pull back, and it helps with just your rhythm in the box and some timing on getting those pitches in. Leilani, the freshman, going into 9th grade this year, and her older sister, Whitney, behind the dish. Doing
Whitney,
a great job of holding.
She does, and she's had, even just in this game, had several nice throws down to second and down to third to hold the runners on or darn near get them out.
That'll be ball 4, put Michelle on the bag. So we have runners on first and third now for the Blue Ridge team, bringing up Amanda Carlson to the plate. Amanda had 3 nice base hits. One was a long shot out towards left field fence last game.
Amanda comes from a long line of Carlson athletes for the Yellow Jackets.
And again, she'll show bunt, pull back, and swing, and that will be fouled off back into the fence. Strike 1. As we start off this first inning, Northland Pioneer College wants to remind you that when it comes time to start your college education, you choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. We'll have a pass ball into the fence, and that's going to bring around Drew Colwell to score at the plate. And that'll advance Michelle Basinger over to second base. So the score 1-0 now, Blue Ridge on top. 1 out still. Whoa. And Basinger goes to steal third base. There's a throw made down. And the call is safe. The throw looked like it was in time. The tag wasn't made, so now we have a runner on third base. And Carlson will go down swinging, strike 3. And again, we see Whitney Lister throw it down to third base and check that third base runner on.
She's got a gun.
That'll bring us to 2 outs.
Nice shot there of Leilani, who's pitched first game, did a nice job. Coming back, starting the second game of this doubleheader.
Tegan Meek up at the plate now, left-handed batter. She squares around a bunt. She'll throw it down. Nice bunt over to the pitcher. She runs and beats the throw out. Throws bobbled. Brings around Michelle Basinger to score.
Hey, that's what you do.
And Meek will make it back to the bag safely for a nice bunt. Perfectly executed bunt there.
It was perfectly executed, but I want to give a mention to the White River defense. It was awesome to see them run into the correct positions. We had our second baseman, Alicia Velasquez, coming over and playing that the right way. Oh, wow, hard hit, straight up the middle.
And James will hit one straight up the middle to the pitcher, but that is fielded nicely. Made the throw over to first base. That's going to be out number 3, and that'll retire the side. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Shola Ford's presentation of Little League Softball here in Lakeside, Arizona on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
I think this is jacked up.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2000.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Welcome back to Lakeside, Arizona. You're listening to Shola Ford's and watching Shola Ford's presentation of Little League Juniors softball here. We're watching the White River Diamondbacks team take on the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. And after a half inning of play, we have a score of 2-0. Blue Ridge is on top. Come out as they actually take the visitor position here, although we're at Blue Ridge home field, Mountain Meadows Park here in Lakeside. They're going to take the visitor position in this game since they did a back-to-back doubleheader. The first game they took the home team position, and now they're taking the visitor team position. So score again of 2-0. Hey, you guys, the score is 2-0.
There you see a shot of our first baseman, Amanda Carlson.
And to start out this game, as Camden mentioned last game, Blue Ridge has got several pitchers on their team, and Michelle Basinger being one of those, a great athlete. No matter what position she's playing, she's going to take the mound to start this game off. And
she's been throwing 51 in practice here. You know, we did a lot of high school girls this year, and this isn't that much of a speed difference from what the high school girls were throwing.
No, it's not. We've seen her throw fast in the past, even in we watched her in majors, and we've seen Michelle playing for quite some time now, and done a great job on the mound. And also, in the high school, well, in the last game, Ron, we saw Kira Smith even throwing 54 miles an hour pretty consistently. I remember, what was the fastest that you remember seeing on the playoffs that we covered down in Phoenix?
Yeah,
I think we had low 60s.
Yeah, we had mid-60s. Yeah, mid-60s and in the playoffs, and so you got to believe that these girls, as they work on their pitching, that they're going to, definitely get faster.
Right, and at that level, we were able to see some of those rising fastballs that they throw, that have come in. They got that speed to make the ball rise up.
I'm not putting up that.
So here we go. We're going to start off the bottom of the first inning. The White River team trails 2-0. They haven't had a chance to get up to the plate yet, so they'll start things off with Whitney Lister, the catcher.
Let's see if they can answer the call here.
On first base, we have Amanda Carlson. Second is Sunny Romanos. Third base is Jongo Bermudez. Shortstop is Kiera Smith. And the first pitch will be fouled off into the fence from Lister for strike one. On the mound, we have Michelle Basinger. Behind the dish, Rebecca James. Out in the outfield, starting on left, Drew Caldwell. Center is Tegan Mink, and right field is Natalie Larson.
That pitch, had to be a mid-50s pitch, and the batter just didn't even flinch at it. She got a good cut on it.
And the pitch in on the outside corner is going to be hit back up to the pitcher. Michelle will make the play over to first base for out number one. Nice play by Michelle Basinger. And Ron, we were talking earlier about these face masks a lot of the pitchers wearing. You see Michelle doing the same thing. And
did you talk about sunglasses?
No, at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Wow, that hit is pounded out into center field, but I'll tell you what, Tegan Meek did a great job running up on that ball and making the catch low. It was one that should have dropped, and there's a great shot of Tegan Meek out there celebrating, but a ball that should have dropped before being caught.
But that's two batters that are right on this pitcher, hitting him right back up the middle. So it'll be interesting to see if she changes some speeds and tries to throw some of these batters off, because as we've talked about it earlier in our softball broadcast season, the pitchers that were able to change up their speeds a little bit made their fastballs a lot more effective.
Absolutely, and fast doesn't always equal a no-hitter.
Right.
You know what I mean? A fast down the middle of the plate, you got a good hitter up there. It just means a longer hit.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Here's we got Jalen Nashio up to the plate. So no runners on. We have 2 outs. First pitch in the dirt, ball one.
Mark McGuire was quoted one time as saying Randy Johnson said that he threw Mark McGuire a 99-mile-an-hour pitch, and it left the stadium going 120. So,
yeah. Next pitch in, outside on the dirt, ball two. 2-0 the count. Swung on and missed. Strike number one.
These White River girls aren't backing down from these pitches, though. They're taking some cuts.
And the 2-1 pitch in, outside corner, called strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Nice job by Basinger fighting back in the count. 2-2 pitch. High pitch.
Right back at our heads.
And brings us to a full count. Camden mentioned in the first game, Ryan, that as these girls are experimenting with some different styles of pitches at this level, haven't quite got control of everything yet, but they're trying out new things, which is good. Good to see. Nice pitch.
Wow.
Called strike three as Nacio goes down.
Not much experimenting with that one.
That's right. And so that'll be out number 3, and we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
And welcome back to Lakeside, Arizona. We're watching Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball on iTalk1067.com. We're here in the top of the second inning as we start out the second inning. Northland Pioneer College wants to remind you that when it comes time to start your college education, you choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College.
Now, if you're tuning into this game, don't forget that you can go back and watch the game previously recorded that was played just before. They had a lot of good interviews with some of these players that you're seeing play in this game, and it was great to hear from them and some of their favorite sports are and things like that. And you got to remember, these are just kids. You know, like we mentioned, this is the last game of their regular season, but they're you know, finding time to still get out here and play some softball.
That's right. And as mentioned before, we got a lot of players out. Of course, it's summer break right now. You got a lot of trips planned and camps planned and stuff like that. So these guys having a hard time of getting, you know, 2 full teams together. So we don't have any injuries to report, but we have a lot of players missing from both teams, which I guess works out good if you're here.
Yeah, if you're here, you get to play.
That's right.
That's the only way I ever got to play.
Well, after one inning of play, we got a score of 2-0. Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets are on top. They won the first game 10-9, and now they've switched over to be the visiting team, the called visiting team this game.
Well, we just need some umpires, and we'll get started with this inning.
That's right. We're going to bring up Changa Bermudez to the plate to kick things off in the second inning for the Yellow Jackets up to bat. Changa had put the ball in play several times last game. Just unfortunately, they were always into the glove of the White River defense. So let's see what she does up at this plate. She's making great contact anyways. Right-handed batter. And she'll do that again, put the ball in play, but
look at
Nadine
that.
Beatty was just right on it.
Routine. Let's get a close-up of that. I think it's the hat. It's that fisherman's hat that she's got on. This makes it look like she could handle anything. Third baseman.
Well, one up, one down so far.
There it is. Look at that, Blake. You ever seen a third baseman have a lid like that?
Well, I tell you what, you mean business. That's all I know. We had a ball and a foul so far for Sonny Romanos up at the plate. So we've got one out here. Score of 2-0, Blue Ridge on top. And here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball two. All right, I stand corrected. 1-1 is our count. And that pitch is going to be a little inside.
Barely got out of the way.
Well, if you're Kira Smith, you just stay there for that pitch and just take it in the leg.
Sonny swings with at a low pitch.
That'll be ball four. And put Sonny Romanos on first base, bringing up Natalie Larson to the plate. Natalie had a nice bunt last game. Pitch in,
wow.
Outside corner.
Must have called her going around on that one because that was quite a bit outside.
She did a check swing, but may have gone all the way around, as Ron mentioned.
On a bunt-ish.
Slap bunt. Pitch in the dirt, pass ball is going to cause Sonny Romanos to take second base.
You get a nice shot of Sonny on second base.
And she'll put it in play, a pop fly over to the pitcher.
Oh, wow, double play.
She does catch the ball. She throws it back over to Sonny Romanos, took off on second base. She made it back to the bag just barely in time. And so Romanos will be held up at second base. 2 outs now in the top of the second. Score still 2-0, bringing up Caitlin Johnson to the plate. Actually, no, that's not Caitlin Johnson. That's number 2. Who do we got here? We have a change of order. We have Drew Caldwell.
Drew Caldwell making some contact there on that slap hit. Just fouling it off.
Pitch in, hit, back up to the pitcher through the middle, gets over her glove out to the outfield. And Caldwell's going to round first, heading to second. Here comes Romanos to score at the plate, and Caldwell round second, heads to third.
Stop.
Again, that speed, she's going to make it all the way to the plate with an in-the-park home run.
Wow. You know, I got to believe that I was just thinking as the runner was running there, she is going to be doing that for a long time to come, up into the varsity levels, slap bunts and running.
And it looked like Sonny may have even made a little bit of contact with a shortstop player coming around between second and third. That wasn't mentioned by either of the umpires, but first pitch into Smith is a ball. And another one in the dirt.
Kara is 0 for 1 this game. She flew out first time up to bat. Boom.
She makes great contact, got under it a little bit. High fly ball between center and right field. Is going to drop between the players out at the fence. She rounds second base, heading over to third. Triple, she's coming around home. Another in the park home run. She'll slide in safely and make it to the bag. That brings our score to 5-0. And there's another one of those home runs that we were talking about. Dylan had mentioned Kira's brother.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you know, she hit that so high that she was basically on second base by the time it hit the ground. So
that went pretty deep still. I think if she would have gotten a little bit more on top of that ball, that would have been over the fence.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
They're going to bring up again Michelle Basinger. She's already been up to the plate this game. Walked earlier in the first inning.
Blue Ridge taking a quick lead in this game. 5-0 here, the top of the second.
Well, we saw White River do that 4-0 in the first inning last game, and then Blue Ridge answered back. So you never know with these two teams. Couple balls in the dirt here to Basinger. She'll hit a blooper over to shortstop. Is caught by Darian Hill on shortstop, and that'll be out number 3. Retire the side. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball here on iTalk1067.com.
Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zip Line Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery targets. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of local sports on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pine.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
There we go.
We welcome you back here to our Blue Ridge Little League softball game against White River, brought to you by Sholo Ford. And we're joined now by Dwayne Carlson and Londa Carlson. She doesn't want to be on camera, but Dwayne, talk a little bit about this young lady that you got out there that hit an in the field, in the park home run earlier on. That little Carlson girl's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, she has, I think, 4.4 speed, and that's how she got around there. Mm-hmm. No, she hit it right to the perfect corner to make it the hardest, which was great. So there was a couple others. Kiara just hit one as well, Kiara Smith, and she might actually have 4.4 speed. So,
well, yeah, there was some rumors that swirling around that she did have 4.4 speed. In fact, I think it was a social media rumor that she had 4.4 speed out there. And the folks are always wondering where that always comes from. Does that come from you or Londa?
That comes from Londa and a bunch of football players.
Londa, I got to get you in here. I know you don't want to be on camera, so we'll fuzz your face out after the fact. But just want to let you say a little bit about this Carlson team. And you've got kind of a duo here. You've got a niece playing as well.
Yeah, we've enjoyed watching them play.
So we see you guys out here all the time in this in these.
Sleeping bags.
Yeah. What is this get up here?
It's a Snuggie.
This is mountain gear.
I understand this will withstand 0 below. This is 0 below sleeping bag.
Sleeping bags, yeah.
And so it's about 75 degrees out here.
Not. I'm checking.
She's going to check the weather. All right. We'll go back to you, Blake.
Thanks, Camden. And we just saw Darian Hill get a nice high shot, dropped just past the second base bag out in there. Nice attempt by Kira Smith to go after that ball way out of her range, but she almost got to it, Ron.
Yep.
But that's going to drop in, and because it was so high, she rounded the bases, got over to second base on a double. So nice job by Darian Hill to start things off for the White River team. Brings up Alicia Velasquez. She hits it straight up the middle to the pitcher, and Basinger makes the play, throws over to first, gets the out. That'll advance Hill over to third base, though, and they hold her on the bag.
White River's first run is sitting on third base. Potential first run, I should say.
Nadine Beatty up to the plate now.
She got the outside call on that pitch.
Score now 5-0 in the bottom of the second inning. And we've got
0 outs.
1 out.
1 out.
So far, that'll be a foul ball into the dugout.
That'll wake the bench up.
That's right. 0-2 the count to Betty. Pitch high, and she'll lay off that one for ball one.
All right.
Let's get a camera on Camden over here, the Ron up on the, he needs to go straight down to the bleachers.
And that's going to be hit up past second base. Betty will make nice contact. It goes all the way out to the right fielder, Natalie Larson. She'll bring the ball in, and that will bring around Darian Hill to score for White River's first score of the game, bringing the score to 5-1 now. Still only 1 out, and that'll put Nadine Beatty on the bag.
Wow,
and,
nice hit.
Amos up
Ripped
at the
down
plate,
the third baseline.
rips it down, make it to first base on time, and that's going to bring Beatty all the way from first to third. And interestingly enough,
bad errant throw over to second base to try to get the runner, and this runner's not stopping. She's going to keep going.
Oh, she gets caught on a rundown, but she'll make it back to the third base bag. Okay.
Wow, that's pretty smart there to score another run. We're going to take it over to Candace Smith. He's in the bleachers with White River parents.
That was a disaster on all levels. That was
Her
play. They missed the playoffs by a couple of runs, but most of the players enjoyed it down there and bringing it back up here for the younger girls also.
We're watching a pretty good program. These guys have been giving Blue Ridge a good game. Almost every single game we've watched has been a close one. What do you attribute their success to so far?
Just they're battling it out, sticking it out together. Usually tend to get down, but the older girls are picking them up and making sure that the younger girls stay in there, stick it out, and battle back to try to stay competitive. They're real competitive and try to stay on the mound.
So sometimes when you think about White River, you think mostly about basketball, but it seems like White River has started to do well in a lot of other sports, softball being one of those. Over the course of the last couple of years, their softball program seems to be picking up. And these young ladies, we watched the minors and the major league. There seems to be no drop-off in the talent that's coming up in White River. What are your thoughts on White River's program moving forward?
I think it's a good future for the girls, and they make it competitive. Like going down to Nabi really give the girls that participate an opportunity to perform in front of the scouts and play against Native Americans from six other states, and in their division that they played at 27 teams. And so hopefully they get moving up.
Well, it's awesome to see these girls play so well, and it's been a fun game to watch them play. And I know there's quite a few parents here, but what any comments that you have on the coaches or any of the other players? Anything else you'd like to say?
No, just go out there and play hard and get dirty. That's the reason to get the uniforms, to get the uniforms dirty, not to go back clean.
All right, thanks a lot, Terry. Appreciate it. Appreciate you taking time. Blake, back to you.
Thanks, Camden. And we've got Abriana Day up at the plate. She's got 2-2 on the count. Got a score of 5-2 here, 5-2 in the bottom of the second inning as the White River team trails. We only have one out. Got a runner in scoring position on third base. A Day at the bat. And the pitch is going to be fouled off back into the fence, but or I guess that was a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, but it almost looked like
she sounded like it hit the bat, maybe it hit the catcher's
glove.
It
almost looked like she hit the catcher's glove, which would be interference, I think, but I don't know.
So I guess what happened there is she swung and missed, strike three, but that'll be a drop third strike, and she'll make it safely to the bag.
That drops.
Now we've got
error.
An error on the field. We've got Joy. That can't be Joy Altaha.
That's Sunny.
No, the batter for White River.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was, but Sunny there was faced with a tough play, but as soon as she got that ball, she probably should have tossed it over to second base, so she tried to get the first base runner out.
So we've got a score of 5-3 now. 5-3, bottom of the second inning. White River still trails, but there's still only one out. Pass ball is going to advance A Day over to third base. One out, and it's going to bring the runner from first over to second. We're still trying to figure out who that is. Anybody have a shot at the second base runner? Can we see the number on the back of the jersey of the second base runner? So we've got runners on second and third now. Pitch in, fouled up, off out of play.
Two and 2 is the count.
Next pitch is low outside in the dirt. Brings to a full count. 2 runners on in scoring position. Score 5-3 here in the bottom of the second inning, and only 1 out. So very quickly, this White River team has climbed back into this game. We've got Whitney Listener, starting catcher for this game, up at the bat. She's 0 for 1, had a ground out earlier. Pitch in, fouled up again, out over the backstop, out of play.
Swung and fouled off a high pitch, but you know, anything close.
You know, the speed of that ball makes me think fastball, but that had a lot of movement on it, Ron. I don't know if you watched that come in. And a swing and a miss for strike number 3, and that will be caught.
Got her with a low outside strike ball.
That'll put us at 2 outs. Bottom of the second, we'll bring up her sister, Leilani Lister, to the plate. We still have 2 runners in scoring position. She's 0 for 1, had to fly out to center earlier, and that was that great play by Tegan Mink. Pass ball, here comes the day to the plate, but she's going to second think that. She runs back, gets in a rundown situation.
Oh, she dropped it.
Michelle Basinger goes to tag her. She drops the ball, but the runner goes out of the base path, running path, and gets called out by the ump.
You don't see that very often, Blake.
You don't see that very often. That'll end the inning. We'll take a quick break here. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
And welcome back to Lakeside, Arizona. We're here watching the Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball here. The Juniors Softball League is playing last game of the season for these guys. White River Diamondbacks represented here this evening. Beautiful evening. We went from hot to somewhat chilly.
Somewhat.
So score 5-3 here, top of the third as we start off the third inning. Northland Pioneer College wants to remind us that when it comes time to start your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. We'll bring Amanda Carlson up to the plate. She'll foul the first pitch off first base side. Out of play.
Mm-hmm.
pitch in the dirt, ball one.
Amanda's barely able to get out of the way of that one.
1-1 the count. Between the first and second innings, Blue Ridge took a nice lead, 5-0, but White River came back nicely in that last inning, scored 3, and they're right back in this game.
There's a nice defense there by the shortstop,
Darian Hill. Carlson will ground out over to shortstop. A nice play. She had a hop in there and had a nice play on that.
Nice bunt.
Brings up Tegan Mink, and she throws down a bunt again. She had a bunt in the first inning, successful, and this might be a repeat. The throw,
it's a home run.
Error on the throw all the way out to the right field fence, hits the fence, and here comes Mink rounding third base all the way to home. Makes for an in-the-park home run on an error throw.
It almost looked like it went out the gate, so I think they're probably going to have her go back to third base.
I'll call that a ground roll double.
We're going to have to go back to second base, actually. When the ball was thrown out to the outfield there, the ball went into the corner of the field where there must be a gate open, and it actually went outside of the field of play, and so there's going to be a dead ball as she went over second base. There, right there's a nice shot of Tegan.
Rebecca James up at the plate, and she'll hit one right into the glove of Jossie Amos for out number 2.
Josie did a good job there of just good reflex. So we've got score of 5-3, Blue Ridge over White River here in the top of the third.
Chanka Bermudez will lay down a ground ball. It goes over to Darian Hill. It's short, and she makes the play nicely. 1, 2, 3 outs. That'll retire the side. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball here on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Well, we welcome you back here to, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this shot or not, but we welcome you back here to the Little League Game of the Week here on iTalk 1067.
and italk1067.com. And we are in the playground. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see this shot. We'll probably need to turn things up. And actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go back to the game. We'll come back for this shot here in a second. I've got some exciting interviews to do. We're going to go back to this in just a second, though. But Blake, back to you.
All right, thanks, Camden. We're back here in the bottom of the third inning. Leilani Lister is up at the plate. 0 for 1, a fly out earlier in the day. They're ready whenever you are. And she hits a nice shot underneath the glove of Sonny Romanos, a well-hit ball. Makes it out into right field, but nicely played by Natalie Larson, getting it back in quickly, holding that to a single. Ron, what did you think about that?
It was a strong hit. I'd give her a base hit. Romanos maybe could have gotten it, but it was solid. A solid stroke.
It was. Jalen Nishio up at the plate now. One runner on the bag for White River. She swings and misses at that first pitch. No outs here, and they're still trailing 5-3 to the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Pitch in low for ball one. Rebecca James doing a nice job of popping back up and holding that runner, Leilani Lister, on the bag. Pitch swung on and missed, and we're going to take a quick interview from Camden Smith over off the side. Camden?
Thanks, Blake. I'm out on the playground. I think we got the shot set up now, and I'm going to find out who I'm with here. Tell me your name.
Renaisha.
How old are you?
9.
Renaisha, 9. What's your name?
Kayla. And
You're 9. Okay.
I'm Jasmine, and I'm 10 years old.
Awesome.
My name is Noelle, and I'm 8 years old. I'm Ashlyn, and I'm 10 years old.
Hey, Brody, you want to get in on this? You want to talk? Hurry, come over here. Say your name. Say Brody. What's your name? Okay, Brody's not going to talk. Say Brody Rex.
Brody Rex.
Okay. All right, so guys, the question that everybody wants to know right now is who's going to win this game? Who do you guys think is going to win?
Diamondbacks.
Diamondback.
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks. Who do you think is going to win, Noel?
Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge!
Okay, so we have a little bit of opposition in this group here, but we'll take it back to you, Blake.
Thanks, Camden.
Just trying to figure out how Camden got up on that playground.
Well,
let's get a camera on Camden getting down from the playground.
And that'll be Ignacio going down, looking at that third strike. Bringing up Darian Hill. Leilani Lister made it all the way around to third base from first on a couple of pass balls. Darian Hill 1 for 1 with a double.
Oh, nice changeup.
First pitch in. Really nice changeup.
Seen very many of those changeups.
Well, that's why they're so effective.
Yep.
Yeah, pitch is swung, pounded out into
fair
left
ball.
field.
I'd say a
and
fair
that
ball.
Looks like it's going to drop fair. And it looks like they'll keep it that way. A double for Darian Hill. Again, a second double in the afternoon or the evening, and that's going to bring around Leilani Lister to score, bringing the score to 5-4 now.
That was a well-hit ball that was it wasn't fair by much, but I think it was fair right on the line down the third baseline.
Bring up Alicia Velasquez to the plate. And Darian Hill will go grab third base for a steal on that pitch. Throws made, but tag's not made in time. So Darian Hill goes in our running for the Beeler Orthodontic straight line drive of the game. And Rebecca James doing a great job of holding Hill on the bag. Not afraid to throw that ball down there.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch for a low strike.
Velasquez 0 for 1, had a ground out earlier. And nice hit over to second base. Takes a bad hop to Romanos, but she recovers. Takes a ball in the face from a bad hop. Picks it up with her bare hand, tosses it over to the first base, and makes the out anyways. But that will nonetheless score Darian Hill for a sacrifice RBI right there, bringing the score of a tie game now, Ron. 5-5 is our game.
Yeah, that was a tough ball to handle there, but she did a good job of knocking it down and trying to make a play.
And pitch, super fast pitch by Basinger. A little bit high, called a ball, but man, that one was quick. It hit the backstop. And I think I need to go change. That's right in my face, Ron.
That was right there.
Man, I can't get over that play by Sunny Romanos.
There she
Again,
goes.
a second play. And that'll end the inning. She'll end the inning, and we're going to go to a quick interview with Camden Smith before we end the inning. Camden?
Hey, I'm here with Whitney Lister. She's playing catcher right now, but was pitching in the last game. And Whitney, talk a little bit about your pitching. How many pitches do you throw?
I actually know 4 pitches.
4 pitches, and so we were kind of contemplating because it seemed like there's a lot of movement on your ball. Do you throw a screwball yet?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what are your 4 pitches?
My first pitch is a fastball. Second pitch is a changeup, and third ball is the curveball, and fourth ball is a screwball.
Screwball, yeah. Well, you got some great movement. We clocked you in the lower 50s, and it seems like you got some pretty good speed. How long have you been pitching?
I've been pitching for 3 years now.
How well do you like it?
I like it a lot.
Yeah, and so your team's doing a great job, and we think that that you guys have done a terrific job all season long. Talk a little bit about this team and the success that you guys have seen so far.
I think this year we came back so far because we've been playing every year. We probably played for 3 years now since we started softball down in White River. So I think every year we're getting better and better.
Okay, well, looks like you're going to get taken out of your catcher's gear right now. What position do you like the most?
I like pitching, actually, yes.
Pitching's the best?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, Whitney, good luck the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more. This is iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year. Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zip Line Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery targets. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Go.
Back to our game here between White River and Blue Ridge here at Blue Ridge Mountain Meadow Park, presented by Sholo Ford. And Nadine Beatty joins us again. And Nadine, we got a question. What's going on with this hat?
It's my dad's hat, and I'm just like wearing it because like he's out in the fire in Payson right now. So like I'm just like wearing it because of him.
And so I can tell you're getting a little emotional. And so this is actually a hot shot hat.
Yeah, it is. He works for the Fort Apache Hot Shots.
Which fire is he on?
The one in Payson, I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, we wish him the best of luck and wish you the best of luck.
Okay.
All right. Back to you, Blake.
Thanks, Camden. Can we find out who's on first base? There's a whole change of lineup here, for it looks like, for their fielders. So Sonny Romanos up to the plate now for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. A score 5-5, tied game here in the top of the fourth. Sonny with a pair of nice plays at the end of that inning to end off the inning. It got outs 2 and 3 last inning. She hits a dribbler up to the pitcher, is fielded nicely by, looked like Nadine on that play.
Yeah, Nadine Beatty, and neat interview there by Nadine. Nadine wearing the hat tonight in honor of her dad, who's on a Hot Shot Fire crew right now. And that's pretty neat to see.
So that'll be the first out, 1 out. Should be bringing up Natalie Larson to the plate. It's hard to confirm that without numbers, but swing and a miss. And it looks like Romanos might have beat out that throw. I have to take that back. Looked like she made it safe. To first base last play, and then Larson is gonna.
She bunts straight up the middle and gets for a base hit. Tried to go for a fielder's choice, but they were safe all around, and so Blue Ridge is gonna have runners on first and second now.
We'll bring up Drew Colwell, no outs, so that's no outs in the top of the fourth inning. She'll swing and miss the first pitch. And Colwell will square around a bunt, pops it up into foul territory. That'll be 0-2 on her count. Did everybody hear that on the battery, or did Camden get that? Just running around like crazy. Hey, Camden, did you hear that?
So she's in for her.
Oh, okay. They just.
Yeah, swing and a miss will be strike 3, but a drop pass ball on that. She'll take off running. Caldwell will take off running to first base, and I believe they're going to
call her out.
Catcher throws down, makes the out at first, advances, though, Sonny Romanos over to third base on the play. So we got runners on second and third now. Natalie Larson on second base. Sonny Romanos on third. Kira Smith at the plate. A swing and a miss for a strike there.
That pitch was inside, and she was kind of jammed up and still got a swing on it.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't even have this person on the roster at all. Makes contact. It's in fair territory. Popped up over to second base. It'll be dropped by number 11, and we're trying to figure out who that is. We're told it's Liz. We don't have any other information besides that.
Oh. Kiara Smith advances to second base. It's a swing and a miss.
How did she get on back? How did Kiara get on back?
Pitch is on its way. It's in the dirt. It's going to be another ball. We're at the top of the fourth with one out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Drop third strike is going to score 2 runs, and as she tries to go down to second base, she's out. And so 2 runs scored on a drop, 2 outs, on a drop third strike, that is. That's going to bring up to bat Amanda Carlson. First pitch is in and ball low. Pitch is on its way, is called ball outside.
Yeah, I need numbers and names. I had like nicknames before. He put like Liz, L-Y-Z. I don't know who that is from White River. I think I got everybody else. It's mainly Liz, L-Y-Z on second base. Swing and a miss will be strike 3, and Amanda Carlson will go down swinging. That'll be out number 3. And we'll end the inning. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Shola Ford's presentation of Little League Softball here in Lakeside, Arizona on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back here to Blue Ridge. I want to say Blue Ridge High School. It's Mountain Meadow Park here, and the Little League game presented by Sholo Ford. Between Blue Ridge and White River, I'm with Laya Ethelball. Am I saying that right, Laya?
Yeah.
Okay. Playing second base here tonight. Is that your favorite position?
No.
What's your favorite position? Say pitcher.
First base.
Oh, first base. Okay. Have you pitched before?
Yes, last year.
But you don't like it?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So, give me and analyze this game so far. How do you think it's going for you guys?
It's going pretty good for us. Getting the outs out this time.
Okay. So, Laya, when you graduate high school, what do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in about? How old are you?
I'm 14.
So, where do you see yourself in about 6 years from now?
Tech radiologist.
Awesome. So you're going to be making lots of money, and you're going to be supporting the poor folks like me, right?
Yes.
Hey, all right. Thanks a lot, Laya. Back to you, Blake.
Thanks, Camden. And Jazzy up with a pounder out, a one-hopper over the fence. That's going to be a ground roll double for Jazzy Amos, who had hit a home run over the fence last game and hit a huge double out again. I mean, her bat has just been solid these last two games. Nice shot by Jossie Amos.
Yeah, she got all that. If she had been under a little bit more, she would actually went out, but that's a ground rule double.
So that'll put a runner on second base very quickly. For the White River team, they trail 8-5 here. 8-5 is our score. The bottom of the fourth, no outs. Bringing up Adriana Ade. Swing and a miss.
Got her with a changeup. High pitch, a swing for a strike.
Oh, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss for strike three. She'll go down swinging, out number one. One out here, bottom of the fourth.
Nice pitch. It was a little high, swing and a miss.
And we've got Michaela Colby up at the plate. She hits the ball over to Sunny Romanos. Ground ball is going to be fielded nicely. Made a nice play over to first base for out number two. It'll advance Jazzy Amos, though, over to third. And again, Ron, we've seen Sunny make some great plays over there. She's
been getting a lot of them.
So this should bring up.
Nice changeup for a strike.
Should be Whitney Lister up to the plate. Let's double check that on a number. Looks like that's right. Score still 8-5 here. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. Swing and a grounder hit over to third. Throw is made, but it's a little off kilter from Caitlin. No, that's not Caitlin Johnson. Who is that on third base? We'll find out who that is. That's Tegan Mink. And we'll bring around Jazzy Amos to score, bringing the score to 8-6. Swing and a miss from Leilani. We'll send Whitney over to steal second base. Chopper up the middle is going to get by right over the second base bag, out to center field. Drew Caldwell will recover it, throw it in. Throw's made at the plate, but it's off balance, and it's not caught. So run's going to score. Whitney Lister will come in and score on a double from Leilani. And we're going to go over to Camden Smith. He's on the sideline here on the first base side with an interview. Camden?
Thanks, Blake. I'm with Jocelyn Amos, who's just had a terrific night hitting the ball. Jocelyn, what do you attribute your success to tonight?
Well, I'm amazed, to be honest. This never happens to me.
It's like winning the lottery?
Yeah.
So you got a home run, you got a double. Oh, I mean, I almost had another home run. Talk about how that feels.
It feels like riding a rainbow. I don't know. It just feels exciting. I'm happy about it. My mom's happy about it. I'm sad that my father's not here, but I'm just happy. I don't know why.
Well, your father can watch this online, so he's going to get a chance to see this as well.
Well, that's good news, too.
Okay, so Jocelyn, talk about the rest of your team. You got some great teammates out there. Any shout-outs you'd like to make?
I'd like to make a shout-out to Darian and to my father and my grandmother and my coach and my other coach, Terry. He isn't really my coach anymore. He was just my coach, Tanabe. He actually helped me out hitting that home run and those two other runs, so I'm happy about that.
Sorry. Awesome, Jocelyn. Congratulations. Have a great night, a great rest of your night. Thank you. Blake, back to you.
All right, thanks, Camden. We've got Charisse dazing up at the plate. She's fouled a few off here. And Leilani Lister's made it around to third on some stolen base. And watch third strike. That's going to end the inning for us. And we'll take a quick break here. Listen to Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to the Mountain Meadow Park and the Blue Ridge White River Little League game as Maisie Heath, the home plate umpire, joins us now. Maisie is normally a pitcher for Blue Ridge High School. And Maisie, behind the plate, have you learned anything from being a home plate umpire this season?
The strike zone is a lot smaller than I thought it was, honestly.
Do you have an appreciation for home plate umpires now? I know during the season it was really easy to complain about some of the calls that the umpires gave you as a pitcher. How about your appreciation for umpires now?
It's a lot greater now. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, and especially doing it every single game. But it's really nice because you get to meet all of these players and then get to know them. So.
In the first inning of the first game, Nadine had a call on her that was inside just a little bit, and she looked back at you. Oh, it was outside. That's right. So she looked back at you like you made the wrong call. What are your thoughts on that?
I looked back at her like she should have known that was a strike. It was across the line.
Nadine's giving you a laugh over there. So, hey, you're doing a great job. And Maisie, talk a little bit about your play at Blue Ridge. Obviously, there's some good pitchers coming up through this system. These White River pitchers are here tonight, and as well as some of these pitchers for Blue Ridge. Does that give you any motivation?
Yeah, it just makes me want to go out and get stronger and then become better as a pitcher and as a player. Just looks like we're going to have more competition with every team out there now because Sholo looks better, Winslow looks better, everybody's looking better. So, yeah.
This was Maisie's first interview on TV, so congratulations, Maisie. You did a great job.
Follow me on Instagram at Maisie Heath.
Hashtag Heat. All right. Back to you, Blake.
Thanks, Camden. Here we are. We're at the top of the fifth inning, a score of 8-7, Blue Ridge on top, but just by one. Again, the top of the fifth inning. Interesting about this game, though, these guys have switched roles as far as who is home team and who is visitor. So now we've got Blue Ridge, although this is their home turf field, they're up to bat in the top of the fifth, and they're the visiting team. So they've actually got to have their head in the game here and secure some runs.
7-8 is what our score is.
Yep.
7-8 there.
Fix that in the truck. 7-8.
Tegan Meek up to the plate, had a couple of nice bunts. She'll watch that one come in for a strike. So 8-7 is our score. Blue Ridge is on top, 8-7. And as we start off the fifth inning, Northland Pioneer College wants to remind you that when it comes time to start your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. And Tegan will go down swinging. She actually switches. She's a switch hitter, Ron. She started out batting left, and she switches over to the right-handed stance. It's interesting. She goes left to do the bunt, which makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yep.
We'll bring up Rebecca James to the plate. Swing and a miss. Pitch is low in the dirt. Ball one. 1-1 the count. And Camden just had that interview with the home plate ump, and foul ball out of play. Camden interviewed the home plate ump earlier, and I got to appreciate, sometimes the high school umps don't stay on top of the count and call it out, but I appreciate Maisie for doing a great job of letting everyone know the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to James. Pitch inside, almost hits her. She backs up out of way in time. That'll even the count at 2-2. So, Ron, we got a couple things to mention as we progress through the game. One of those is the Beeler Orthodontics straight line drive of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. We'll be mentioning that. James, speaking of drive of the game, hits one right up in the gap between third and short. She'll make it to first safely with a single. Nice hit by Rebecca James. We'll bring up Caitlin Johnson, who's playing right field now. Did quite a bit of pitching in the first game. A great job. Batting left-handed. We have one out. She put the ball in play. Ground her over to shortstop. It's bobbled a little bit, but they will make the force out at second base, get the lead runner, and Johnson will make it over to first safely.
Nice routine play there by the shortstop.
So that'll be 2 outs.
It's going to bring up to bat Sunny Ramirez. Whoa, she got stuffed inside, hits it down the first baseline for an out. Jammed up inside, and that's going to be a quick inning.
That'll end the inning. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Shiloh Ford's presentation of Little League Softball on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
All right, welcome back to Mountain Meadows Field here in Lakeside, Arizona. This is Shiloh Ford's presentation of Little League Softball. We're watching the Juniors League. We're playing their last 2 games here, a doubleheader out at Mountain Meadows in Lakeside as Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets take on the White River Diamondbacks. First game was scored 10-9. Blue Ridge on top. This game so far, again, a high-scoring game and a tight game like we talked about earlier on, a score so far of 8-7. Blue Ridge is on top, but again, this game, White River is actually playing the role of home team, and they're going to be up to the plate finishing out the inning. They haven't had a chance to bat this inning yet, so we got a couple of changes on the field that we'll make. It looks like behind the catcher we got Tegan Mink coming in.
Yeah, 2 real evenly played games here tonight.
And a couple of mentions we want to make. One of those is we mentioned before the break, Beeler Orthodontics straight line drive of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. And we've had a lot of those this game, Ron, so we're going to mention a few of them, and we'll have to settle in on one so far. But here we are in the bottom of the 5th inning, score 8-7, and we've had a few in the park home runs that we'll mention. Kiera Smith had one in the top of the 2nd inning. And then we had an in the park home run by Drew Caldwell, also in the top of the 2nd inning. Hit one, but where we got to mention one right now is going to be Jazzy Amos at the bottom of the 4th, a ground rule double. Huge shot. I mean, that's got to be the hardest hit ball of the game that we've seen so far. It was a line drive, straight up the center. Not only was it in the center field, it would have gone over the fence had it had any lift on it, but it was a line drive.
Yeah, Josie getting a hold of that.
When you think straight line drive of the game, that's what you think of.
Yep.
So congratulations, Jazzy Amos, for our straight line drive of the game. Another mention we'll throw in there is Darian Hill, who's up at the plate right now, bottom of the third. She had a double, scored a run on that. And here she is at the plate, a swing and a miss. So again, congratulations to Jazzy Amos, our straight line drive of the game. Live to smile, love your smile.
Wow, she really ripped that one.
You foul that off into the opposing team's dugout. That ball's inside. Even the count, 2-2. Pitch high outside for ball 3 will bring us to a full count. So no outs. Darian Hill up at the plate, full count. Looking to get something started for the White River team.
Changeup.
Swing and a miss. Great changeup by Basinger. Will take Hill down swinging. Brings up Alicia Velasquez. Actually, this correction. This is Laya Ethabal. Pitch in, called strike 1 as she watches that. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Ethabal. And a called strike 3.
Nice pitch on the outside corner.
She goes down looking for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. And we bring up Nadine Betty. She's 1 for 2 on the evening, a single and a ground out. Pitch is in the dirt outside for ball 1. So bottom of the 5th inning, score of 8-7. We've got 2 outs here.
Nadine 1 for 2 on the night. Single and a ground out. Nice pitch.
Pitch comes in as Nadine watches that one for a strike. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Nadine will swing on that, make contact, to dribble her over to third. Rebecca will field it, makes the throw over, but not quite in time. And Nadine will be safe.
Infield base hit.
So Nadine Betty on first base now. We've got 2 outs. Score of 8-7. Blue Ridge Juniors are on top 8-7. Pitch in the dirt will send Nadine over to second base with a stolen base. Pass ball will again send Nadine over to third base. Swing and a miss. She's had a huge bat this evening in both games so far. Again, she takes our straight line drive of the game. Beeler Orthodontics straight line drive of the game today, but has just had a hot bat all evening long. High pitch, she'll swing and foul that one off into the backstop. Runner on third base, Nadine Beatty on third base. And again, Jossie Amos up at the plate, short for Jocelyn. She's 2 for 2, a single and a double this game, and had a pair of doubles last game.
Oh, got her with the
miss.
Got her with the changeup.
And she goes down swinging for out number 3. That'll end the bottom of the 5th inning. As we enter the top of the 6th inning coming up next, we'll take a quick break here. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of Little League Softball. iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Give it to that girl, Jossie.
And welcome back. We had a short break, and we actually had a game called early, a game call for time. So instead of going 7 innings, we're only going to go 6. And they'll end the game because White River team was on top 8-6 against the Blue Ridge team. Apparently, Ron, we had the wrong score for the last couple of innings, but there was a discrepancy in the score there. But we got it all figured out now. The final score of 8-6, the White River team on top. And that'll be the end of the game. A couple mentions before we end things up.
They split on the night. So both teams split on the night. Blue Ridge taking the first game, White River taking the second game.
That's right. So a couple things we want to mention before we go. One of those is the Deemer's Glass, smooth as glass play of the game. Deemer's Glass, need glass for your home or business. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And the Deemer's Glass, smooth as glass play of the game. I tell you what, I got to give it to Sunny Romanos. She had several great plays over at second base, just over and over and over again. But one in particular sticks out, and that was a ground ball that was hit, hard ground ball hit in the first place. It takes a crazy hop at the last second, jumps up, hits her in the head, and she still grabs it barehanded with her other hand, flips it over to first base, and still makes the play out.
Yeah.
Then she makes another play right after that. So great job, Sunny Romanos, for the Deemer's Glass, smoothest glass play of the game. And that'll bring us over to our last award to hand out tonight, Ron, and that's the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. And, of course, the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, camping gear on the mountain. Go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260. Ron, who did you have pegged as the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game.
Tonight for her bats, we're going to go with Josie Amos. And she played an incredible game, had a hot bat the whole game, and led the White River team to a victory. So congratulations to Josie.
Josie, again, had that home run in the first game over the fence.
Yep.
The only out-of-the-park home run that we saw all night. We had a couple in-the-park ones.
Yep.
And then Josie coming out with a couple doubles last game, a double this game, a single this game. I mean, and one of those being that double, that ground roll double over up at the fence. And so, yeah, huge play by Josie Ramos over for the White River team. Congratulations. You're the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. That's going to do it for us. For Ron Everingham, I'm Blake Murchison, and you've been listening to a Sholo Ford's presentation of softball, girls softball out here on italk1067.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of local sports on iTalk 1067, KNKI Pine Top, and iTalk 1067. This is an iTalk. This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of local sports on iTalk 1067, KNKI Pine Top, and iTalk1067.com. Local sports are also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to italk1067.com.